the mobile system from scratch, and basically right from the start. And the main aim of the mobile system is to allow members to use their tablets or phones to access the main elements of the system that they use. It's not really designed, or in fact it doesn't really provide any features for the administrator, or really probably any of the people with other authority, you know, group coordinators, membership secretary, etc. But it's there. So I don't know how many people are using it at the moment, but I know quite a few. But anyway, let's talk it through, see how it goes. Right. Okay. The first thing to do is to make certain that I'm going to turn it go to the system.
On usage, Chris, you just mentioned how many people are using it. Running our stats and what have you, it's about 2/3 on PC and 1/3 using sort of a mobile of some description, whether that be tablet or phone.
Is it really? That's quite a high amount.
Yeah, it's about 33% login using the mobile system.
Okay, excellent, good. All right. So the first thing to do is to switch it on. And you've got a switch in the system details called Use Mobile Site, and it's basically just an on-off switch here. So having that mobile site, hang on, just sounded like somebody was coming in. No, okay. Sorry, I'm just adjusting. I probably messed it up now. Can you see that? Can you still see that page?
Yep.
Yep. The details page. Right. Okay. Yeah. Having the mobile site switched off does not mean you can't access it. What it means is that if somebody comes into the system and has a tablet or a phone, the default will be on the live system. So use mobile site essentially there just to put that on. They and anybody else can actually, if you use the URL, which is mobile dot and then your domain name, you can get to it even if that's switched, even if the use mobile site is switched off.
Chris,
yeah.
On the system details where it says mobile, I've just looked at mine on the 11.5. I haven't got that on mine.
Right. Okay. Now probably let me just go back to where I was. If you may not have switched it on, so if you can't see it in your site, then you probably have to select it from your from the list of ones that you haven't got switched on. So if let's say you want to put it in your you select section list.
Yeah.
And in section list, decide what section you want to put it in. Let's just say you want to put it in the mobile section. Click on show features, and then what you'll have is the list of ones that are already there. In which case, this one is already there. But if it wasn't there, if I just do that. So if I want to now to add it, I've got to find it down here. Click on it, click OK, and then go back to systems details, and you should then find the switch occurs. The switch appears.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
So there are three other mobile related ones, which we'll come back to in a bit. But there's a home page for login and not login, and a banner page, which those are the four things you'll probably want.
Sorry, Chris, is this only on the test system, or are we talking now, or is this on the live system?
It should be on your live system. Yes, yeah, it should be on. I think it's been there since 11.3, something like that.
Right. What have I got? Let me see.
You might have to add the mobile section to the system details as well.
Yes, as a separate place to put it into. Yes.
And how does one do that?
Same place as we did just looked at here. If you go into section list, you've got all these sections down there. But if you want a new section, click on the blue cross, and then type in whatever you want to call it, and you say whereabouts it appears, in sequence, and here it is here. So, and then you can click on the show features, and then you've got the list of whether you want to add them or not. Is that all right?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Right. Okay. So once you've switched it on, then I'm just going to change. Stop sharing a minute, and then I'm going to share it again. Yes, sorry, somebody else just arrived. I'm then going to share the right. Okay, so here is the the home page. So if you just type in your domain name .co.uk or whatever it is, and you're coming in on a phone, you come in to your to this page here, or not precisely this page. This is just my working page, if you like. So let's just have a look and see what we've got. If you have, it all depends. If you're on a tablet, then the chances are that it'll come in and look like that. So with the menu across the top. If you are on a phone, then you'll get the menu down the side like so, and then you can select the one. So let's have a look at the pages that we've got in here. Well, the first one here is renew membership. So this is something that people can renew and make payments and renew their membership through the phone, and when it's due. It's the same as when they log into the main site and it comes up on the side menu. If they haven't paid their membership, it's due, then they can pay it here. And the page that comes up, very similar to the page before, just putting the
presumably, Chris, you have to that renew membership. You have to enable that in the horizontal menu table.
No. That will come up automatically if you turned on the mobile site. They'll be able to, and you allow payment by card. Then that at the same time as it comes up on the left-hand menu on the main site, it'll come up in the menu here.
Oh right, it's automatic. You don't have to enable it for the.
You don't have to do anything. No.
Okay, fine, thank you.
So you can see now that you've paid. It drops out of thing as it does on the main site. Right, what have we got? We've got the group list. So you can see all your groups in the same way as they can on the main site. Obviously in a slightly different format, so a more restricted format. And you can obviously on the main site, you've got various buttons to have them in various different sequences. It's slightly different here in that the 4 items at the top here, by clicking on them, you can sort them into various sequences. So if you want to sort by category, click on there, and then you get the category comes out in brackets after the name of the group. So if you want it, that's in alpha ascending, and then if you want it in descending, it comes through there like so.
Of course, on this particular one, Chris, we can't see the drop down, so
there's no drop down.
there isn't any.
No, just clicking on the menu gives you. So now I've clicked on I've clicked on venue, and I've got the ones with no venue, and if I click on it again, it will give me it in the ascending or descending order.
Just checking.
So if I want the alphabetic groups, click on the groups, so I can get the A's, or click it again, I get the W's. You can also do it with the status as well, so you can see all the ones you can apply, or they all come together, or you can have, again, you can sort it the other way. Right, so that's the sort of group list, and then if you're then going to let's have a look at a group. So a group here is pretty much the same as it looks like on the main site. You can the member still has the same features to be able to join or join the waiting list in this case, and they've also got it's pretty much the same. It tries to repeat it in the same way as it does on the main site, so they can see their groups.
Can I ask, Chris, does you got there by the picture stay on site or move to mobile site? Is that something you've done, or is that automatic for all of us?
No, that's just some links that were in this particular group description. If you want to go to the main site, you've got an item here. Just click on the full site.
Yes.
And that will take you there. These are just. This is just what's.
I have a question on switching to the full site when you get to it, Chris.
Right. Okay. Right. Fine. So that's the groups. I ought to say that the labels here reflect the labels that you've used on the side menu. So if you've called it monthly meetings on your main site, then it will turn up as monthly meetings here. Or if you've called it meetings once a month, it'll come up like that. Whatever. Anyway. So next one, monthly meetings. Say same sort of thing, same sort of format as the live site, just presented in a slightly squeezed in terms of width format. Same for events. You've got the same buttons and the same secondary pages and things that you've got there as well. 7-day calendar. You can view those and then link back to the groups in the same way. So right. You've got the message forum, messages, whatever you call it. I call it message forum, and but this is not interactive. This is this is information given rather than giving the option to add comments or even add a message. it's presentation. It's just presented rather than interactive. Right, newsletter. Again, same sort of thing, and you can still download it in the same way, because I think so you can download it onto the thing in the same way as before. That's just a random file. Check my details works on here as well, so you can update the information. So whatever you've allowed on the main site will allow the person to do that here as well. So, and the other thing is again my program. Here's the list of the groups that I'm a member of, and it just goes forward.
Chris, we've currently got a problem whereby on this particular thing, we're on the mobile site and we'll get the full program. on the full site, we only get to March, and then there's a big gap, and then November appears.
On the main site?
Yeah. But when I look on the mobile site, it works okay. I did send you a ticket last week about it.
Oh, did you? Oh, right. Did you? I don't think I... Okay, I'll have a look at that. So anyway, you've raised the ticket.
Yeah. It goes to March, and then the next one is November. And I just happened to look at it on the mobile site, and we've got the full list there.
Right. So it's the schedule of groups in terms of the dates that they are actually there. They're meeting, or it's the individual program.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So the individuals.
Yeah, so you go to my details, my information, click down to my program.
Oh,
Yeah.
My program.
I've not checked, Chris, but I just had a quick look at mine, and it would appear that between March and October, I'm not playing golf at all. March to October seems to be missing.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, well, I'll have a look at that after we.
Same with us, Chris, easy more.
Okay.
Just have a look.
Do you think that's recent with the recent updates, or is it?
I don't know.
The members only
I
just
haven't
mentioned it
noted
recently.
I've just looked at mine, and mine's okay.
Oh. Right. Okay. Well, I'll have a look, and then obviously that's quite vital. So I'll try and get that put back in to everybody as soon as I can. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So those are the basic entries. I'll just obviously do the full website one. So if anybody wants to go back to the full site, they can. Obviously, it's a different size, and therefore it's not so easy looking. I think it's okay looking on a tablet on it. I think it's the phone that really is not terribly easy to see.
If you use a phone, turn it landscape.
Yeah.
In terms of what's available on the side menu on the mobile site, my information, I haven't seen that one, which is probably the one I use the most. Sorry, my information, my group. So because you don't have the sub menu, it would be my groups.
Yes. So what there is the 7-day program and my program, but not my groups. I don't. At the moment. No. Probably the easiest way to do that might be to make it as part of the group list as an option there, just to show your groups rather than all the groups.
Possibly, as I say, it's the thing that I go into the site to do most often, as anything to do with groups. Is I'm just interested in what groups I'm in and sending out the email associated with the group that I'm a lead, etc.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That seems like a really good point. Yeah. Right. Fine. Okay. So,
Chris, sorry, if it's going to go in the mobile site, it may be best placed in the same place as it is on the main site, just for consistency. But I don't know whether that's technically difficult.
to be honest, I can't remember. Let's have a look. Let's see where my groups.
Before when you were looking at that page,
Yeah.
and you clicked on status, I've just tried that on mine, and it puts member at the top with all the member ones together. So if you click on status,
Yes.
and then you might did that. It's not changed yours, has it?
Yeah. No, I think that's.
Yeah. So if you do it again, that's it. But it's put all my members ones together at the top.
Good point. Yes.
So that would be one way of doing it. But I also agree we're used to looking at this, perhaps a bit more technologically aware.
Yeah,
a lot of members aren't.
No, they won't want to do that. They won't know to do that.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. All right. I will. I'll try and. Yes. So. Basically, it's just a cut down version of the groups, isn't it? Actually, looking at my groups on the main site. It's the same format as the group list.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So maybe putting it on the group list is a way to do it with just my groups in there or something.
Well, possibly. I mean, it obviously the initial menu that you get. If you make it too long, then people won't see it.
Yes. Yes.
It's always a question of compromise with these things.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So
before you move on, Chris, my quick question: when you go to the drop, let's say you're using your mobile. I'm a group leader, okay? So I've logged on using my mobile, and I go to the drop down list. Well, no, sorry, I don't go to the drop down list. I go to go to the drop down list. Click. Go to, well, you're already, right, okay, you're already logged in, okay? But as a group leader, I've gone there, I've logged in on the mobile site, okay? And I go, I can't do what I want to do on the mobile site, I'm going to have to go to the full site. As I understood it, if you go full website, I thought it was a case of the login carried over, but it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Because you are going to a completely different. No.
It may carry over the other way around.
It does.
I'm logged in.
Certainly for 11.4, yeah, it carries over and it opens it up.
Yeah, I'm logged in, going from mobile to full site.
What version are you on, Neil?
11.5.
We're on 11.6 and it doesn't.
We're on 4.
Oh, that's
it. We're not online. We're not on 11.5. I'm an idiot. We're on 11.5.
Mine's doing it. No problem.
Yeah.
So you're saying that if you go to the mobile site, log in on the mobile on a phone, and then go go full site, you're saying it carries over.
Yep.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Right. I shall try again.
Right. Well, it doesn't for me actually for some reason, but let me have a
It's because we're special, Chris.
And it has for me as well. It's kept the login.
Shame you can't go back, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I was about to make the same comment.
So I'm logged into there, full website.
Well, I can go back on an Android.
Oh yes.
Yeah, go back. Yes, sorry. Yes.
I'm not being funny, Chris, and I'll try and keep it as clean as I can. But I'll be buggered. I tried this yesterday and it didn't carry the login over. I've just tried it now and it does.
That's standard, Alan. You should know that.
Yeah, if at first you don't succeed, try.
No, it won't. It works when somebody's there.
Yes.
It definitely did not work yesterday.
Time-dependent software.
Absolutely.
Observer-dependent software.
Hold on, I've just had a thought why this may have happened. Hold on, I'll try again. Oh God, no, I won't.
Just go back to the mobile site and just swipe backwards.
Yeah, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Right, hold on.
Right. Well, while you were giving you a minute, we'll talk about those are the standard pages on the thing. You can add you can also add additional ones. And if you go to let's take you back out of here and into start presenting. So we're on the live system again. I'm going to come back. Yeah. If you go into horizontal menu, you have down the side on the right hand side here. You've got an option to present any one of the 12 pages that you've got on the mobile site. So if we just sort of take the Rolls-Royce one just for the sake of that, and when you do that, you have two options. Can you see that? No, you can't see it. Okay, yeah, it's not coming up on the thing. Right, when you do the drop down, you've got shown in activities or shown in information. And so to start with, I'll take this one and I'll put it into activities and update it. So now you should be able to see. So I've now got it in on shown activities. So that doesn't make any difference when you're working on the on the what do they call it? The hamburger one. But if you oh, I'll have to go back now. Hang on.
Chris, forget the thing about carrying the login over. It seems to be working absolutely fine now. Don't get it.
Well, tomorrow.
It only works every other day.
Right. So if you go to the wider format, you've got this different layout of the menus, and in that you've got two options here. You've got activities and information. So when you're choosing to present a particular page, then you can choose. So refresh. So I've selected showing activities. So now at the bottom of the activities page, there's this additional page called Rolls-Royce, which is just an any old page really. But so, and if you have that on the hamburger one, then it just comes in. They come in at the bottom. So you can. So the idea being there that you may well want to develop new pages which you only want on the mobile site. So you only select it in the horizontal menu to be shown on the mobile one, and you can show it as not shown on the other three. So you can basically have pages specifically for the mobile site, or you can show as this one, this Rolls-Royce one, you can show them on both. It's up to you. Right? But so you can show up to 12 pages on there. But as David said, you're going to end up with quite a long hamburger menu if you do that. But it's there if you want to do it. Right. Okay. So one thing we haven't looked at is the home pages. You have different home pages to on here than you do on the live site. So these are completely different pages which you configure in the way that you want to. So there's two of them, obviously, the logged in one and the not logged in one. There are two specific mobile ones. If you, the one additional option you've got here is that on the logged in one, if you put in brackets, you know, a template, if you like, into your format, which I think it says something like login details. I can't quite remember what it says. Yeah, login details. It'll put here who you are at the bottom. If you want.
Chris, you're on the wrong screen. Oh no, you're not. Sorry.
Yeah. So it comes up there, or comes up wherever you put it, wherever you want. If you want to have that, if you don't want it, just don't bother to put things in.
How do you do? Is that an insert template?
It is, yes. It's an insert template if you want. So, right. So basically, if I go back to. So in systems details, you've got these two pages here in the same way. You just generate them in the same way as you would any other page, and they become your home pages. And so pick the wrong one. So just by putting the login details in the curly brackets, it will replace that with logged in as if you want that to be. Right. Okay. Now, also you can have a banner.
Sorry, Chris. Before you go away from that, I've just tried to do it. You're using 11.6. I don't get any option for insert template. Is that only in 11.5?
No, I think you have to put it in yourself, actually, David.
Yes, I think it does. I don't think it was but I could quite add that. Yeah, I could put the template in there. But literally all the login template is it puts it in that format. But I'll put that in the system.
Okay.
Chris, whilst that question was asked, we're only on 11.3.
Right.
Do we have all of these?
Yes, I don't think it make any difference. And if the mobile site was, when it was introduced, that would work from the beginning.
It did work from the beginning. I can confirm that.
Yeah.
So, do you want to be 11.5, Dee?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Thank you very much.
Is anybody else not on 11.5?
Yes, Chris, I'd like to be on 11.5. So that
I thought you were already.
I'm on 11.3 as well. I like 11.5 possibly.
Okay, right.
Okay, Sanders.
So that's Bangor, Monksbrook,
Chudley,
and
Southampton.
Southampton. You're not either, are you?
No, we're definitely 11.3.
Okay. And Salisbury, you're definitely 11.3, are you?
we're on 11.4 at the moment.
Oh, right, okay. Right, I'll do all of those then.
And Flintshire, please, Chris, not until the end of February after we've done renewals.
You'll let me know when you want.
I will let you know, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Right, okay. So that's those are the logged in pages. There is also oh no, sorry, it's going to go and do the banner next. You can have a banner, put it on the top of the top of the page, as you can see. Oh no, no, I'm on the wrong page. Hang on, I have to go back over again. So yeah, so in this position here, So under the menu, it will you can have a banner, and you can have that banner to pretty much to be what you like. You can have it as a picture, an image, or you can have it as a piece of text, whatever you want. So when you've got the wide menu, it still comes up in the same place. And then again, the way to do that. It's very simple. So there's another one. It's the other option that's selected to mobile or systems details, and it's simply if you look at the source code, it's simply that, so it can you should put it with. I assume if you wanted 100%, you probably want it the full width of the thing. So you ought to put it inside. You can see that, can't you? Yes. What we call a div of 100%. Then you've got to close it there. But other than that, whatever else you want to put in there, just put it in, or put an image in, or whatever you want to do, and it will. But obviously, if you make it too big, it will just overtake the screen. But so you probably just have to be careful about what you put in there.
We've had ours working for some time, and our picture size is 664 by 156, and that seems to fit perfectly at 100%.
Right.
That's in pixels, not centimeters.
Yeah.
But I suppose you haven't put the 100% thing in then, have you?
No. Yeah, I have.
Oh, you have put the 100% in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So
can I ask, is that for the phone or the tablet? Those measurements.
It scales it.
Sorry?
It scales it.
It scales it automatically. Okay, thanks.
So if you go for the tablet, it will make it much taller then, I guess, if it scales it then.
And wider.
Well, wider, yes, but obviously in proportion.
Oh, yes,
It will go down the page quite well as well. Yeah. So anyway, if you put it in or not as you wish. It's an option. If it's blank, so if you just leave it blank, it won't appear. If you put anything in there, then it says, there's something there, and makes it. Right. Okay. Couple of other things. Back to the other one again. So, if you're not logged in, there are two other items that come up on the menu. One is join our U3A, and if you do that, then again it's very similar to the other page, the joiner page, and works on the same rules of whatever you ask for, it will provide any additional fields and things, but essentially just pull that in again. Select a membership type. Address. 5 to 10. Oh, yes, of course, there's the terms and conditions at the top. So they'll get the pay page in the same way as before.
Is it, Chris? Is there any, that at the top where you tick to say read terms and conditions?
Yeah.
Now, if you go back and do that, and you should really read them. So, how do you hop back from one to the other? I know we got back arrows in web browsers and forward arrows, but not all our little old ladies familiar with all that.
There's a return button or return link.
Return link. Well, maybe that's something we haven't got on our mobile site then.
Is it on the mobile site, Richard?
Yeah, on the mobile site, if you go to the terms and conditions page.
I can turn it down a little bit. Thank you.
Top left, there's.
Oh yeah.
Top right, there's a return link. Yeah.
Yes. I'll tell you one thing which it does do. It rubs out anything you've put in. So if you half entered it and then go to the terms and conditions, you have to start again.
Well, that's right. They should have read them first.
Should have read them first. That's right.
But in 11.6, in the live site, because it used to do that on the live site as well. On 11.6 on the live site, it doesn't do that anymore. It preserves them. I'll have to make sure it does that on the mobile one as well.
I've noticed on our site, when you go, normally now you go to the welcome page, you agree the terms and conditions, and then you go to the next page. Now, we've not done anything, but you automatically go to this page you've got up now, and then you have to go back. Is that done automatically? Going back to the welcome page?
What do you mean? Sorry, just say that again.
If we're on the full system,
yeah,
and you go to join our U3A, you go to our welcome page with terms and conditions on it, and then you go to continue to the next form. But when I look at it on the mobile site and want to join the U3A, it does what you've done here, and that's at the top that you've got there. Puts you to go back to the welcome page, but I haven't done anything to do that. Presumably it's automatic, is it?
That's one of the options you've got to stick with the old format, which is the one you're using. But the little box for tick terms and conditions is a new feature of 11.5, or maybe even earlier than that, but I think it's 11.5, where now you can either do it that way or you can do it the way the mobile does it.
Right. Which is that? Where's that option in the system details?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Hang on, let's see if I can find it.
Very quickly, while Chris is looking for that, I've just logged into the mobile site on both my phone and a tablet, and the banner, the aspect ratio stays the same.
Yeah.
So it doesn't become sort of higher or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's what Chris said, really. It'll go both wider and deeper.
No, it just goes wider. It doesn't go deeper.
No, ours goes wider and deeper.
I would have thought it'd go deeper.
Or maybe I've got the height of the banner specified in my code then.
Maybe.
Yes, you might have, yeah.
I've probably got 100% by 70 pixels.
Alan's bound to have something better than the rest of us have. Don't you find that?
No.
He spends a lot of time on it.
I'm sad.
Gets you out on your own, doesn't it?
Saves me having to talk to people.
That's right, yeah. Speak to people otherwise.
Can't find it at the moment. Joiner T's and C's required, I think it's called.
Yeah.
I've actually got 97% by 57 pixels on the banner.
Ah, yeah. So it gets distorted then, does it? Oh.
I don't actually have pictures in it, I've only got text.
No, it's joiner enhanced text, Chris.
Well, I'm not sure about that one, but I think the joiner enhanced text is an old one.
Well, that's the one I use still works.
It's a switch. And it's,
that's the one that turns that off and gives you
exactly
terms and conditions.
Yeah, joiner T&C required, and it's a switch. And then, but the wording for it for you to change is called joiner enhanced text.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. I think we're all agreed then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Right. Okay. So. And so the other thing that's here is a contact us page, which again, same as before, which sends an email to whoever the contact person who is nominated in U3A contacts. So I think that is a sort of quick run round the mobile system. I think we've covered everything that's there.
So kind of on the contacts page, I was just looking through the stats on people actually using our system. On the mobile, it's very, very few people using it. You're talking about 20 or 30 a day. But on the contacts page, we were getting like 27 contacts, 19 on the home page, all the way up to about the 15th of this month. I mean, it suddenly went to 297. And yesterday, we're getting 1,500 hits on the contacts page.
Yeah, somebody's found your contacts page.
Yeah, I think that's the case. Presumably, you're knocking them back then because they're not coming through into our system, but they are on your stats page.
Well, the only thing the only thing that I'm doing is I'm doing a country check if you've got it switched on.
It is switched on, yeah.
Yeah, and also there's a table of words which it will search for, and if they're in there, those words are in there, then it doesn't send it either.
Yeah, that's right. Well, somebody must have just started last week and doing it.
Yeah. So you're not actually getting the emails. It's just
no, they're not coming through into our dispatch, whatever. But it's appearing on your stats. I mean, we've only got 700 members, so to get 1,800 on the contacts page and home page is the same sort of thing. 1,000 hits on the home page as well.
Yeah.
But it's only just happened in the last 10 days.
Yes. There's nothing really you can do about it because it's a web page basically, and anyone types it in, because you don't have to be logged in to do it because that's the whole point of it.
I was just wondering, but it's not coming through. So
you might turn it off. I don't know whether it's been done by hand or
robot, I imagine.
Yeah.
Well, they've got, in order to do that, they've got to actually is it the pages you're talking about, David, rather than so they might
on the stats it says contacts and then home page. So contact it comes up on that page.
So that's loading the page, so they can do that anytime they like. It's just
yeah. If you go into Google Analytics 4, if you can manage to understand what the hell they're on about, but if you go in there, you can actually see what countries are hitting your page.
Yeah, can have a look at that.
Yeah, I used to go in there and think, who the hell in China is looking at our stuff? And it turned out it was a robot of some description.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, one's looking and the other is actually entering stuff. I've got another page which I use, and I changed it, just to stop people sending me through hundreds of the flaming things, and even when I changed it, they then changed theirs to actually meet it as well. So I don't think it can be a robot because that one had a Google tick on it. I am not a robot, and it still came. So I think they're doing it by hand. They must be paying these guys sort of pittance.
Yeah. We've had 1531 today, but I've no messages.
If you'd got in there, Chris, you'd have probably had an audio file going, I am not a robot.
Well, that 1,500 is about what we're getting today.
Yeah.
Probably the same people.
Yeah, very likely.
They move on to
well, they only started on the 15th of January.
Right.
Yes. Right. Okay. Look, is there any other questions about the mobile site that you want to?
Yes, I've got several questions actually. The first, just starting at the beginning, if I log out and then go to either group list or what is it? So the group list and the 7-day activities has lists of things in it. Now, what controls whether a group is listed when not logged in?
So they're all listed.
No.
Should be.
I think they are. Just
Not when you're not logged in.
Yeah, not logged in. Yeah.
And we have various. Actually, it's a question which was even before mobile sites, because I think we used to have one on our live site which showed up, but none of the others.
Oh, well, they all are show up.
Yes, they're not logged in. Usually they should show up, but don't have any.
Can't do anything other than look at it.
That's right. You can look at the group.
Yeah.
You can click on the group. But
that's it.
Yes. So that is true on the. Well, I know I've done this before, and it's not had all the groups. It's only had one, and I've often thought to myself, well, why was badminton picked out as the one to be displayed? But now when I've looked at it, I've just looked at the live site and I've got all of them. If I go to that on the test on PC is showing all of them, but on my tablet it only displays 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe those are the only ones that have been set up live on the test site.
The only ones in date, I imagine.
Yeah. Yes, it probably is. Yes, that's probably the answer for that.
They're either out of date, David, or they're set up as draft.
Yeah.
That's
whatever. Okay, that explains that. My next question: a 7-day calendar. Does that make sense in the context of not being logged in?
But it gives you an idea when they are, because on the mobile site there are no dates shown of the group meeting dates.
But there is on my mobile site. I'm not logged in. And it shows me on the 7-day calendar 3 groups.
Yeah, that's true. I can see. The one I've got up there now is I'm not logged in. And
it's just on go from when you're logged in, I take it.
It is a difference between main site and mobile site. This one, that calendar is available logged in and logged out on the mobile, but it's only available logged in on the main site.
Even when you just started the session before you logged in, is that?
Yeah.
Right.
It needs to come off.
It doesn't particularly bother me, but I've never mentioned it before because it might bother some.
Well, I have a feeling that this is my personal 7-day calendar from when I was logged in.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I think you're right. Because I think that's exactly what I've got. I'm showing here.
I'm logged out, and I'm showing. Good God, it shows that I do patchwork and quilting. No, I don't.
I can see Peterborough's 7-day calendar logged out.
Yeah.
So it's nothing to do with me personally.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Well, you can always come along. We don't mind.
You never
As long
know.
as you pay your subs.
So should there just not be a 7-day calendar there?
I wouldn't have thought there should have been personally.
The only reason you could have it there, Chris, is the fact that it does show a visitor. This is how many things we do in a week.
Well, I just deleted. I just cleared the browser out completely, and then started again. And mine's got every group in it.
Yeah.
Just like the list. If you log in, sorry, if you just look at it, the group list.
Yeah.
Only it's in date over there.
Yeah, that's the only thing it will give a visitor is the fact that look how many things we do.
Yeah, I think if they've never been on it, that's what they'd see.
As I say, mine is the one that I
just quit the browser completely and then go back again, or clear the cache.
Well, you're going to say you'd have to clear the cache, wouldn't you?
Yes. But what I mean is, it's only relevant to people who've ever logged in there,
I
really.
don't think you have to clear the cache, David. I think it's just by reloading it, because you don't.
Yeah, I just reloaded mine without clearing the cache.
Yeah.
No, I've just reloaded mine and it didn't change.
Right.
Because it's probably cookie driven rather than cache driven.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But okay, I think that's perhaps it shouldn't show it.
Well, interestingly, what you're trying to do for the equivalent of the not logged in, certainly on ours, is groups by day. But even when I do, that's, yes, some of them probably aren't set up. So there seems to be something a bit odd there, which actually leads me into my other thing. I'm slightly concerned about the consistency of going from the full site to the tablet site to the mobile site. So one thing would be, would have to log back in again. If I log into the tablet, I get something called information with a drop down.
Yes.
And I almost, my immediate thought was, oh, is this my information? No, it isn't. It's information generally. And I'm not sure. I understand the issues of trying to make it so that it's sensible as you go down onto the smaller devices, but I'm not sure about the consistency for a lot of users who are not used to these sort of things. I think they might just get a bit confused personally. I certainly didn't find it obvious when I started to try and use the mobile site, and then I got the tablet up and I thought, oh, I've got to go and do some different things again on here, and it just didn't feel that it flowed from one to the other.
David, where are you seeing information on the tablet site?
If you look, if you widen out the screen here, like here, there you are. You see, you've got. I've got to log in first. Hang on.
Oh, it's when you're logged in.
Oh yes, you have to be logged in.
You get the information, and then you get because you can't have the menu screen right away across the page. So there has to be a limit. So basically it's grouping them into these two areas there.
And so another little thing is that on most people's screens you get my information at the top, which then has check my details and my groups in it. Well, I half expected to see under information, I might have expected to see the same things as if I am logged in on a full site, at least at the top. Then you could add some more extra bits on the bottom, but just one or two little things like that, I think it makes it much easier for the technically challenged user to be able to navigate the site. I just feel this is a bit clunky in some areas at the moment.
Well, the problem is you haven't got the same my information ones that you've got on the live site, because the idea was it's a cut down version of the thing, and therefore you don't have. But you've got my program and check my details. You've got your newsletter. The idea was that it was information in general, whereas the activities is a list of what the groups are and things.
It was deliberately left pretty sparse, wasn't it, really?
Yeah.
Say again, Neil.
It was deliberately left quite sparse.
Yes,
menu items.
Yeah, I'm not suggesting that we should necessarily add more things in. It's just that at the top of, I don't know whether it's.
Do you mean the titles of the drop downs?
Yeah, it just needs to rename information.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I click on our website, and I'm not sure if it's true of everybody's, I have my information as the first thing on the menu. When I click on it, I get my groups, my payments, which you might not feature on the mobile site, my program, check my details. Well, you've got them in different order on the information on the drop-down site on the tablet.
Yeah, but you chose to have them in that order on your site. That's your, you do that when you set up the menu in the live
Says
site.
go
You have to set it up differently.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, that's orderable. Oh,
oh
okay.
yes, totally orderable. All of it is, yeah. The whole side menu is completely orderable.
What for the when you on the drop downs on the horizontal menu?
No, no, they're talking of the main site.
No.
So I mean, other people may have it set differently anyway.
If you wanted to set it, you could set your live site up to be the same as the mobile.
Yeah, same as that.
Yes, but what I'd like to do is to make, because people are generally used to the PC site, I'd like to set the mobile site to have the same order as the main site.
Somebody awkward, didn't it?
Well,
you wanted one sequence and somebody else, so it's a customization thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the problem, and it's not easy to do particularly. But if everybody can agree a different sequence, then I'd be happy to change the sequence there. If you want to have check my details at the top and my program and have the messages at the bottom, if we can agree that's no issue.
It's only 4 items on a menu. It's
That's
really
right,
it's not a big issue.
No.
So I've just had enough. As I say, IT challenge people coming along and saying, even on a list of only a few, saying, "Where's this?" sort of thing.
Well, do they know how to log in?
Well,
we've got people who insist they're logged in and they're not. I said,
yes.
My question with just 4 items on a list is: can you read?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
No, well, it's just people get screen blind.
Oh no, you get all sorts of things. I mean, sometimes it's unbelievable.
David, you need to learn to scream back at them.
Yeah.
Other comment. The back button, and I'm not sure what you were showing, Chris, when you were showing it on the screen. On the Android, when you hit the back button on a mobile, you end up going to the non-logged in site.
Well, it depends where you're going from. Where are you going from?
If I log in, and I've now got to log in again because I logged out of it.
And if you go to sort of monthly meetings and then go back.
Yes.
That's what you mean.
So
people are always advised not to use the back button, and I think that's the thing. You can disable the back button, but that's also the advice is not to do that either. But the idea is that the whole principle of the site really is that if you have got any item on your main menu, you don't have a return or anything like that. So and there's no levels to this, and so they can always they don't need the back button. They just go to the menu and pick the one they want. That's the sort of principle on which it's done.
Yes, the problem for me is that the back button on an Android is just so natural to use.
I haven't got one on an Android though now. It's gone.
No, you can re-enable it, I think.
I know I can, yeah, but I don't choose to. I used to.
Well.
David, what was the problem with using? Because I've got a good old Android. What was the problem with using the back button? Where were you saying?
I can see it. Mine logged me out. In fact,
no,
mine didn't.
No, I'm still logged in.
I suppose it depends where you are.
So I've gone back and I've now got member number, password, login, forgot password.
Yeah,
and I'm still logged in.
Yeah, it's only that you've just moved back. If you go forward again, it'd be back where you were.
Yes, but again, I just didn't understand what was happening to start with when I found this. So I think I don't know what you can do about it. It may be very difficult to do it. But I'm not sure how that back button presents itself as an event on Android. So I end up thinking that I've logged out because it's asking me to log in again.
It doesn't always go back to that. I've just, just been.
No, it doesn't. It depends where you are, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I've not got anything other than going back to that.
All right.
Well, if you see I'm doing it now, I'm just going back and back and back.
Is this on Android?
No, this is on a laptop. It might be different, Chris, if you do it on there.
So you're saying it's only an Android problem?
Well, I'm using an Android. I've just gone to 3 different things from the drop-down menu, one after the other, then used my back button, and I've stepped back through those 3 things until I got back to the home page.
Are you doing? Well, I've just done it on a tablet and on the mobile. Oh, and I've gone back into logged in. Yes, I've now gone into a logged in. It may be that there is nothing you can do about it.
I don't think there is.
I don't think there is. No.
David, if you put that curly brackets login details, you'll be able to see when you get back to the home page whether you're still logged in or not.
Yeah, it's just that you get a nice big login. And if you were to put on the, oh, well, I don't know what would happen if you put it, oh, yes, if you put in, you are logged in as whatever, David Chilvers, then it says membership number, password, login underneath.
So that's the same with any page, anything, isn't it? That if you go back to a page you previously had,
yeah, I mean,
you do get presented with a login page again if
you're
logged in.
As I say, I think the real problem is the fact that the back button, certainly for me, and I know for a lot of other people, is just so useful on the Android system. In fact, somebody I know had an Android and they were told to buy an iPhone, and they did.
Say, if you have an iPad or iPhone, you can't do it anyway. So
no, and the first thing they said was, "Oh, where's the back button?" And I've just gone back on my PC, and I didn't get to the login page.
No, say it operates differently, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's much I can do about that, to be honest.
I think we've got more fundamental problems than that with people.
Okay. Well, it's certainly, yes, if I do it on my tablet on the back, but it's so it's.
So have you got anything else, David? Do you want to raise?
No, that's it. I've had my moans, which have been.
I got a question for you, Chris. If I could.
Sure.
I've got the website logged in on my mobile phone, but I've just recently acquired a tablet. When I try to log in on the tablet, it says not authorized to view this page. Can anybody throw any light on that?
Well, what did you have it use as your page to? What was your URL you tried to start with on the tablet? What did you type in?
www.u3a-salisbury.org.uk. That's our URL.
Have you told you you're not authorized for that?
It just says not authorized to view this page.
You can see it goes darker up north, can't you now?
Yeah. Is it worth trying without the www?
It's 5 o'clock in the morning where I am.
Well, I'm looking. Neil and Richard, they look like they're sitting.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
you look like you've blown the candles out.
Right. Richard went first. I've gone now.
You can't afford to light the candle.
No, that's right. No, stuff up here, you know, stuff up here.
No, they're using this. Today is the first day. Those who had signed up to the energy saving.
Yeah.
That get paid for it if they
Yeah,
don't
got
have.
Between 5 and 6 tonight.
That's
though.
it. Yeah, 5 and 6.
I'm not doing it till I've got a battery.
Are you still having that issue?
I've got it now. I just I did it without the www dot, and it has come up. It's amazing. Well, thank you for that. That's very helpful. I don't quite know what the technical explanation is.
Well, years ago you did have to put it in, but they're telling me it's just not needed anymore.
No.
Okay.
Apparently, it never was needed, but for some reason it gained credence and everybody just used it.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's more complicated than that. In that basically www dot and without it are two different sites. However, you can set up domain names, I think, so that you actually pick up both of them. But I tried to read and understand it and gave up.
Yeah, that's right.
Bit like networking.
And we had to get rid of it because of mobile dot, because now we've got I can't remember there's a term for what comes in front of the domain name, I can't remember what it's called, but anyway, it used to be the www. We can't use that anymore because we've got mobile dot. So you can't have mobile dot www dot. That won't work. So that's why we disabled, if you like, the www one.
And whatever you do, don't use www in webhooks.
No, it goes completely to pieces.
Yeah, it throws a complete wobbly.
Put another shilling in now.
So, okay, is there anything else that, other than the mobile site, then we want to? We got questions.
Chris,
Yeah.
Chris, I'm an amateur at this, and I haven't even started putting the mobile systems on yet. But I've just looked at my system features, and they're there in the tables, but I don't seem to. If I click them, they don't seem to turn over to be green. The red dots stay. Is that if I don't put anything in, do they go back to being red?
So we're talking about the switches in the systems details.
Yeah, the switches in the system details.
Okay, right. Let's have a
Because I clicked onto my site and tried to change them. They're there.
There's only one switch.
When you said earlier, they're not.
Stay red.
Right. Okay. So when you're in systems details, you're clicking on that bit or that bit. You've got to click on the words.
Yeah, I believe.
Ah, right. Okay. Well, maybe I wasn't doing that properly.
Yeah, well, I think Dee's saying they aren't going green, Chris, and they don't go green. It's only that one switch.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
they said it depends what the icon is.
Yeah, no, that says www, that one is, for some reason. that icon.
Obviously, we can't see it.
I have noticed that if you've got the same name in two different sections, and you click on it, it doesn't appear to show what it will show in the first section it's in.
Ah, that's right. It's only some of them. I think some of them work.
Yeah.
I found
So
If you find you've duplicated it, one doesn't work.
That's right.
If it's the top one, it works. If it's the bottom one, it doesn't.
That's right.
Well, I have mobile banner, home mobile login, home mobile page, and if I click on any of those, they don't go green.
Correct.
No, they don't go green. That's only the use mobile site.
No, they don't go green. The use mobile site will go green because that's a switch.
Oh, right.
That red looks like a no entry sign. It's a web page.
It's a web page. It's a little icon which says www inside it, which was meant to be.
I thought it was a no entry sign.
Right.
It's got a bit small over time, hasn't it?
Okay. Well, thank you very much. I'll have a session starting to put them all on and see what happens.
One thing that you didn't mention, Chris, was when you put photographs or images into the mobile site, you need to use percentage as the image size rather than pixels. Otherwise, it ends up as a mess on the mobile site.
Yeah.
Yes, that's absolutely true. And also, if you're using images on both the mobile site and the live site, then you've got to put the full URL in. You've got to put the www.
Yes. Will that be done automatically eventually? Because when you copy the image, it just does the short bit, like the groups.
Yeah.
Group image.
So when you're copying it from where?
From out your image gallery.
Yeah.
Yeah, you only copy the last piece, the groups and group images, and then the file reference.
Oh yeah, okay, okay. Image HTTPS.
Yeah.
The only thing I found difficult is, and this is just me being really stupid, when you add something to the PC site and you merrily go away and someone says, "Well, I didn't see X, Y."
No, that's right. Yeah, I've just noticed that.
You haven't done it on the mobile site as well. It's the fact of having to update 2 home pages, and I regularly forget to update the mobile site.
I've just put another column in something I've got here that says mobile to remind me. I just looked at the mobile and realised it was two iterations behind.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Anything else? Anybody else wants to talk about?
One very quick thing, Chris. I don't know whether you're looking at the admin forum. The thing I put in there about can we have the print my card? Don't panic about on the mobile site. Don't panic about that because I was made to look really stupid at golf today. Bloke turned around and said, "Why are you doing all that? Just take a picture of your bloody card and put it on your mobile."
Yeah. Right. Okay.
So can I ask, Chris, how many U3As actually bother with membership cards anymore?
We don't.
We do.
Is it optional, or do you give hundreds out to everybody every year, or wait till they ask?
We do it to everybody every year. Whether we'll continue to do it or not, I don't know.
Turkey's just decided to stop this year.
Yeah, we stopped about
we were printing off every other year and then stamping them intermediate years, but we decided to just not use.
Yeah. Because they're not needed, Alan. All we've done at Peterborough is we said, if you really want a membership card, send our membership secretary a self-stamped addressed envelope, and we will send one back. So it's costing them 60p to send the SAE. It's costing them 60p to stick on the SAE.
What system do you use?
Oh, well, whatever it is, I don't know. I haven't posted a letter for years, but whatever it is, it's over £1 for them to get a silly bit of cardboard, which isn't needed.
Yes, because we don't ask to see them anymore, do we?
No,
we do.
We got lists.
No,
we do, because we have open meetings, and one of the very largest meetings, over 100, they're about to start, because we, with Mike, developed the barcode on our membership card, and I've got the scanners and a spreadsheet, and all I do is membership card, tick, off you go. Quick as that.
Okay, those membership cards with the barcode, Stephen, can you print them from U3AWeb, or do you get this done specially?
No, U3AWeb, Chris has got them on there. Yeah. All the barcode is the membership card, is the membership number. So there's Mike Stratford produced the spreadsheets. You have the membership list in one tab, you have the blank at the front, and then all the card does, and the scanner, as you have your tip, click, and it just puts in the name, and you just go down the list.
So you print these in bulk from the U3AWeb then?
But if, like Alan has said, we do the same. We said those who want their membership card printed by us, you give us a stamped address envelope.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what's happening. And we're doing it from the site.
Yes. Well, I was playing around and I thought, well, I'll go and print my Flintshire membership card. A member of those, you know, and the option wasn't there. So that's because I haven't been using this year yet.
You haven't paid.
Have you suspended yourself?
Yeah, well, he will be at the end of next month if he doesn't pay.
Phyllis, were you raising something?
Phyllis just changed into a bunch of flowers.
Making us think she's still here.
Yes.
Oh dear, somebody at the door.
Yes, we had my cat.
Phyllis, are you there?
No. Hang on, I'll check.
She might be there. She turned the microphone on.
No.
Yes, she has.
Yes, but Google Meet has issues.
Right.
Yeah, she's it's gone a bit.
Google Meet has an issue on her PC.
I think it's. So internet connection has gone a bit.
Yeah.
She's dropped out, which is why she doesn't have the video link. It's something I'm not sure what speed she's got, but that'll be what it is.
Must have gone independent.
Probably.
Oh, mute everyone on the call. Okay, hang on a minute. Let's see if I can mute her.
I was thinking if you put a year in it, Chris, as the barcode, you could keep one on your phone and then just scan that. Save a lot of printing.
I mean, yeah, you could, yeah, but
So if you amended the membership card to include a barcode and it signalled the year that it was issued, you could actually just take your phone with you.
Yeah.
Right, save all the printing.
Well, because we found out trying to find scanners, the one thing you have to work out is you have to get one.
Yes, I am. Right. Do you want to?
I don't know if you can. This is the one we got. It's sort of flashing. It's because of.
I can't see it. It looks like a drill, in fact.
Yeah, it does. I mean, but you see, this one is what they call 1D.
Oh, I see. That's the scanner.
That's the scanner. It's all right. That's the scanner. It's called. It's 1D.
That was the card.
That was a hell of a card to get in your pocket.
Stop that, you two. Now then, what happens is that this will just do a barcode. It won't do a QR code, and it won't scan off of a phone.
Right.
So we found out. For that, you need one that's about 150 quid. I mean, this was 70 quid on its own. And then we had to find one that actually worked with the font, because you wouldn't believe there are hundreds of fonts for barcodes, aren't there, Chris? So we had to find one.
It was a nightmare.
It was, wasn't it?
Absolute nightmare. I mean, I'm probably being really stupid here, but how do you get a barcode from U3AWeb?
You use a bit of software to generate it.
Oh, is it something you just included for Flintshire?
And Mike Stratton?
Yeah, Worthing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because, just trying to remember who had it. It was.
Oh, yeah.
Chandler's Ford. Yeah.
All right. So we haven't all got the ability to do.
Yeah.
Well, you can have the ability if you want it.
Yeah. Okay.
It was just an experiment, really. We were trying to find out, and
it works very well.
It's an add-on if we want it.
If you want it, yes.
And then if you want to use it, we'll tell you the scanners that we use and send you the blank spreadsheets and sort of talk you through how to use it. But it's very quick.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, with your size, Alan, I would have thought it would have been good.
Yeah. Steve, how much did the scanner cost?
It was £69.
Wow. Because we experimented with a scanner and it was a right pain. It didn't seem to communicate with the PC very well. And
Again, Chris knows, it took us 6 months to find and get them working properly.
Okay.
Oh,
we used a scanner. I think our scanner cost about 48 quid.
Yours was 40, wasn't it? Right, there you are, mate.
I think you've got the green screen there.
Yeah, I'm going to switch that off. Hang on, let me switch that off.
Yes. Yeah. So I think they paid a lot more than that, something over £100, and it was a pain to use, and then communicating to anything, and then the format it came out with wasn't very helpful.
Oh, that's better. I can see it now.
There you go. And this is you can have it. This one is Bluetooth. So it can be wireless. It stores ion battery in the handle. I forget how many numbers it can store, but it's a lot. But it comes that or with a USB lead.
So they're about 60 quid a throw. So if groups were to use them, each group would need one of these.
Now you see, we've just this is the spare one. I've got one myself, and we just give them to those large groups that would like to use it. I mean, someone, it's just 10 and they're in your house. You're not going to bother, are you? We've only really got one, possibly a second one with large members, but it's up to them. They've just asked they want to use it, so I'm just waiting for the email.
It's a slimming group. They've only got large members.
But yeah, no, it's working. Let's say it works fine at the open meetings. Apart from when they come in and say, "I've forgotten my membership card number." But you can still do it, can't you, Mike? You still can find them.
Indeed, yeah. If they know their membership number, you can type it in manually. Not many of them know that, of course.
Yeah. What if they're not? What if they're lying?
Well, yes. Well, if they're not and they pick a number that says NA, then we know they are lying.
I know it's not quite as quick, but all we do for our monthly meetings is we set up a group for the monthly meeting. As they walk in, we go name or number, and just look them up on a tablet. Done and dusted.
No, get beep, done, isn't it, Mike?
It's dead easy, yeah, it works a treat.
Does work a treat.
Have a barcode across their forehead tattoo.
No.
Okay, it's 5 o'clock. Anybody else, anything else anybody else wants to talk about? Good, right, okay. Well, any suggestions for next month?
Improving web pages.
Okay.
Alan, are you sort of thinking...
From Brian, but I need to learn more.
Are you talking about adding video content and images and all that? In other words,
we'll leave videos alone because they don't even know what YouTube is. So we'll stick with images and banners. Alan gave us some banners.
We've stopped using YouTube. We now put our videos into Google Drive.
Yeah, you've got on Workspace. It only has 30 gigabytes of space for.
We can make up team though, can't you?
Yeah. So you got to watch that.
Yeah, you could have multiple accounts, couldn't you?
That's right. That's what I've got.
Yeah.
That's cheating.
So does everybody want that next time? Shall we have that next time? It would be good if somebody else or others sort of came along with examples of what they've done, or even sent beforehand, so we could actually put those up and sort of see what others have managed to achieve, rather than sort of stand and go through it.
I know Alan's got some good stuff for banners, moving banners on the top.
That's very easy to do. Chris, would it be an idea, Chris, if you I want to say correlated, totally wrong word. If you collate, if what people want to know how to do with their web pages, collate what they want to know how to do, and then the admins or the U3As that have already done it, they can the ones that have already done it, they could talk you through how they did it.
Yeah.
Would that be an idea?
Right, so we want to start off by people sending me things they would like to do, and then we'll work from there for next month. Okay, good, right. Anything else then? No?
Thank you very much, Chris.
Okay, no. Thank you. Cheers.
Bye. Just to say thank you very much, Chris.
Yeah. Cheers, Chris.
I'll send.
Thank you.